accomplishment. So they had the will. At the same time, you know, they're going to school, they're doing well in school, they're participating in their community. And as the one picture there says that from Larry the Cable Guy, Larry the Cable Guy, get her done, man, you got her done. All right? I thought that was actually pretty good. We think of the eagle, you know, I mean, I think a lot of us, particularly those of us that, you know, grew up in an earlier era, first thing we think of the eagle is we think of Norman Rockwell. You know, Norman Rockwell gave the Boy Scouts of America some wonderful portraits over the years. And I think that's truly what a lot of us think. We've learned over time that that portrait is really an idealistic candidate of that person. But the Eagles are such a group of people. They never meet that perfect image that Norman Rockwell painted. But indeed, these scouts, and I've had the privilege of working with these young men at my day camp, and they don't need to be there. I mean, they came as Cub Scouts when their parents were anxious to get them out of the house. Oh, day camp? Yes, go, goodbye. See you another week. But they came as Boy Scouts, and I work them hard out there. I mean, they're a key element of my success at day camp and all the Cub Scouts having a great program. And we do thank them for that. When you're an Eagle Scout, this is not the end of their journey. This is actually the beginning of their journey. Because from this point on, in this entire township, and in this entire, especially in this township where they're all so well known, they're going to be walking down the street, and just as they do with BJ in the back, they know that they're an Eagle Scout. So when they get stopped on the way to, I shouldn't tell that story. You know, by the way, a lot of New Jersey state troopers are also police officers, Eagle Scouts, and I was thankful for that today. Indeed I was, all right? But they're actually really marked people now, because all of you are going to remember that when they do good, and they're going to do a lot of good here in the community, you're probably going to downplay it because you're going to say, well, you're an Eagle Scout. We expect that from you, all right? And no matter how hard they work, even if they really give you 200%, you're still going to say, I expect it from you. But when they sort of cross that line, and although it'll never happen with these lads, I'm positive of it, you know, it's going to be, well, you're an Eagle Scout, all right? So they actually really, and what they've accomplished so far, what they're going to have to wear with them for the rest of their life is really much more significant. We are proud of them. You know, the first Eagle Scout was in 1912, Arthur Eldridge. He got it up in New York. He actually became a scouting volunteer here at Southern New Jersey Council. And if you guys think you had it bad, all right, I mean, we know you had to go through Mrs. Clark, you know, our district advancement chair, and we know that for some reason she has this legend, all right, that you think she eats up scouts so that they don't become Eagle, but she really doesn't, all right? But the first Eagle Scout actually had to go before the founders of the Boy Scouts of America. They had no idea, and it wasn't funny either, all right? I just want to make that mention. It was not Mr. Becker, the first Eagle Scout. Can you imagine going through the you know, Baden, or it wasn't Baden Powell, but Mr. West and all the other founders of the Boy Scouts? You only had to go through Margaret. And we're proud to give you the Eagle because, as our friend Jim English would tell us here today, if he was able to join us, that, and I'll leave you with this story, all right? That back in the 1700s, when our founding fathers were determining the direction of our country, one of the things that they needed to find out was a symbol. And of course, having the English and the Scotch heritage, there was a lot of discussion about, you know, what would be the symbol of the country. England had the lion, and you know, so they wanted something that was really emblematic of the intensity and the passions of our American colonialists. And so in the Continental Congress in Philadelphia on a hot day, they debated this, and the eagle had come up to be one of the suggestions, and there was a lot of pro for it. But there was another group, of which Benjamin Franklin was one of them, who was advocating it, and he recommended another bird. He felt the other bird was much more intelligent, He felt that it was more resourceful and cunning and sly, and you know, whereas the eagle is a hunter that attacks from, and so he had lots of reasons. But in all, we're happy because if Benjamin Franklin had gotten his way, we would be giving you the Turkey Award today. And granted, there are times that I probably thought that, well, maybe, well, never mind. We'll leave that going today. We'll leave that for another time. But we are indeed proud. I've known both families since they've been Cub Scouts. Both families have been very active in scouting. We thank St. Raymond's for having scouting here, because if it wasn't here, these boys wouldn't have been here. So it's a great commitment that the church has made. We're proud of them, and we thank you very much.
Has it all been said? First of all, I'm on behalf of the Southern New Jersey Council, which is the council that supports Bay Sea District and the other 5 counties. I want to thank everybody here, not just the Eagles, who deserve our praise and commendation today, and the Scout leader and the Scout officials here, but also the parents and the community behind it all. Behind every troop, behind every pack, every other Scout unit is the community, the contributors, the popcorn buyers, the supporters in every way. And so we need you to continue to keep Scouting strong in the villas, in Lower Township, Cape May County, and in South Jersey. So thanks to everyone here.
Just to continue a few seconds with Bill's story, our Order of the Arrow Lodge, which is the Honor Society for Boy Scouting, must have been very wise when they came up with their emblem, because they followed Mr. Franklin's suggestion, and our emblem is a turkey. Okay, we're going to continue on. At this time, this is a period when boys are looking forward to this. They're being presented with their Eagle medal and a bolo tie, and they've selected for their presenters their parents. So I've got to commend you guys. Fine choice. I would like at this time Alan and Jennifer Ashbridge and Frank and Tammy Lamonica to come forward to make the presentation. You guys will definitely stand up for us.
She's gonna cry, Eddie.
Please zoom in. I want to zoom in, but I don't know how. I ain't gonna mess with it. Oh yeah. Let go.
Wow!
There we go. This guy.